Grandmother's spell. Once upon a time, there was a girl named World. She studied at a regular school and was no different from other children, except that she was a little thicker. Not the same as in magazines or on screens. Just an ordinary girl with soft cheeks and kind eyes. But her classmates Eilina, Vika, and Sonia decided that the unusualness of the world is an occasion for mockery. Every day they laughed at her, released their knuckles, teased her at the breaks, called it a ball and bore. The world was silent, clenched her fists, endured. But the pain accumulated. Myra lived with her grandmother in an old wooden house on the outskirts of the city. And the grandmother was not simple, she was a witch, real. But not evil, but wise. That night when Myra came home in tears again, Grandmother looked at her with her piercing eyes and said, "Enough. You do not deserve pain. It's time to repulse." She took out an old book, whispered a spell, and put a small bag of ash, herbs, and a moon feather in the hands of her granddaughter. Tell their names, and let karma decide what will happen next. The next day, when Eilina once again shouted from behind, "Hey, sway you instead of the ball," Myra turned around, took the ashes in her hand, and said quietly, "Eilina." Alina's body trembled, and at that very moment she pouted like a balloon. More and more, until I burst with a loud pop and disappeared. Only a sonorous cotton remained, like a soap bubble. Vika cried out, "What have you done, fat psychopath?" Myra looked at her, and again, Vika. Vika fluttered, fell to her knees, and in an instant her body was bored and turned into a toad. Green, vile, with eyes unrolling, she croaked and tried to repent, but was too thick, like all her jokes. Sonia turned pale and tried to run away, but Myra already knew what to do. Sonia fell to the floor, blurted out, and turned into a pink pig, which immediately began to give birth, one after another, small pigs. They ran around the school, screeching, jumping on the desks, and Sonia could not stop. An ever-born pig, this is what happened to the last. Since then, no one dared to say a bad word of the world. She studied calmly, and no one else touched her. Only sometimes in the distance was a grunt, croaking, and quiet cotton if someone was to brazenly laugh at others. If you want to hear more interesting stories, make like and subscribe.